Okay, I've been Coin Chess and Wine here, Saturday, November 6th, 2010. Just wanted to finish up with the rest of my sector ETF and leading indices here, just to kind of recap the market ending for the week ending Friday, November 5th. And this is we're looking at a daily chart of the SLX, the steel sector ETF here. I profiled it last Saturday evening when price would have been right around here for the week ending on Friday, October 29th. So price would have been right around here, testing the breakout from the summer trading range. As you can see, pulled out back here. I discussed this idea of the Chaikin Money Flow Index being a pretty good indicator in terms of overall buying accumulation versus distribution, as well as how price was acting. Is a pretty good hybrid of that. And what you're looking for from the CMF is basically a positive reading here, again above zero, and anything above 0.25 is usually said to be very bullish here. But what you're looking for more than anything else is an ability to stay in positive territory, not just kind of a flash in the pan where you kind of like it was kind of doing earlier in the summer here, where you kind of let me zoom it out a little bit here. Where you kind of pop your head out and come back in like in the early summer. That's a signal to really resist the urge to call any kind of a bottom and just let the base form out, let the trading range kind of let the battle commence basically all summer. And it's really not a time to get too involved, which is why I spent most of the summer in heavy cash. But what we see here throughout the fall was the CMF was kind of hovering right around zero, and then finally in late October it started to break out here into positive territory. Now it's in very bullish territory here, closing the week at 0.34. And as we scroll up to price here, you can see this past week was very bullish for the steel names. Saw a nice little uptick in buying volume too at various points throughout the week. And I think on a going forward basis, what I would say is clearly I think this summer breakout above this upper pink line has held above that key 63 area. Now we're at 68, and price is above the upper Bollinger Band, which I discussed earlier in the week. I think on Thursday that most of the time price is going to stay within the Bollinger Bands here, with the middle band being this 20-day moving average. So price is usually within the Bollinger Bands about 90% of the time. So when price does noticeably poke its head outside the upper or lower band, you really want to take hold of it. And you really want I think pay respect to it. And I think what that means to me is as a swing trader, I would not be initiating new longs right now. That's all I think that means. And furthermore, and any more strength immediately, any kind of immediate strength on Monday or Tuesday of next week, like I was discussing in the previous video, I'd probably be looking to lock in profits here if I owned any steel names at this point. So I think the SLX, again, on the whole, this is a very bullish development. It's very bullish that it held. This is textbook. We had the breakout from a summer trading range above this resistance lines. It had a back test, and it held the prior resistance is now current support, and it had a nice aggressive move off of that level. So again, this is a very bullish development on a more intermediate term basis. I'm very bullish on the steels here. I think we could definitely see these 52-week highs up here around 72 not only tested but surpassed, I think, in the coming weeks and months. So again, on short-term basis, I would be a little bit cautious. So for the NASDAQ Composite, I did profile the Qs here on yesterday, but as you can see here, we got a nice breakout above this steep rising channel in and of itself, and we got a breakout even above that. So again, it's the same kind of argument that I've been making. On a very short-term basis, I'd probably use any further strength in the next day or two, coming into early next week, to probably take off some long exposure. But by no means would I be looking to get aggressively short right here, right now. The transportation stocks have been phenomenally strong, and they continue to be breaking above 52-week highs and holding above it. The Russell 2000, this is just an incredibly bullish chart. We had a sharp spike up, a flat base for almost 2-3 weeks, and then we've had a nice breakout here. Again, price is still above the Bollinger Band, so you want to respect that. But I think overall, this, again, longer term, very bullish.